SKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSFD.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Good morning, everybody. I guess we're taking it in. We're live in Tiger Talk.
Well, you needed that time to sort out your headphones, Mr.
Yeah.
Daly, so that was good.
It's 8:02, January 12th. Is it the 12th? Yes.
It is the 12th.
8:02 live. You're listening to 89.5 WSKB, WCPC Channel 15 if you're watching on TV. It's been a long time, but you're anything and everything, Westfield Tech Academy is what's going on today.
That's it. Tiger
got,
Talk Live. In the flow with Carol, Kevin, Joe, as always.
And Joe, it's been a long time. I was just talking before we got on the radio. We haven't been on the show
Since before Christmas.
How was your holiday?
It was
Merry
good.
Christmas.
It was. Thank you. You too. It was wonderful. Actually, it was not particularly relaxing. Very busy, but it was good.
It is typically when you have the kids. You got some.
Oh, I've got
guys still.
hundreds of children. So.
Hundreds.
I have 4.
Yeah.
They feel like
It just
400 on
feels
most
like
days.
hundreds.
Mrs. Groom, did you get coal?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
No.
When you expect it to be,
Yeah.
COVID, you get coal.
So
COVID visited the groom home.
we're back.
You got the COVID hoodwink for the holidays,
right.
didn't you?
Yes.
I don't get coal.
No.
Yeah, I mine it.
Hey, give coal these days.
So we have a lot going on to talk about today. We have IT coming on the show with some students to talk about that with Mr.
See them in
Grimsley.
the wings.
Yep, and then we have a lot of sports to talk about. We're well into our winter sports season right now. Our freshmen are rolling right now. They've done their first week of their chosen shop. So
Yeah.
we got a lot of things going on outside the school. We got the house going on. We got the school committee coming in next week, right, Joe?
That's right, next Tuesday.
We got a big show today. We got kids on co-ops. Why don't we talk a little bit, Mrs. Groom? Let's talk about the freshmen here. What's going on? They came back from break, and what's happening with them? What's the status?
They are fully in their shops. They did their final choices. I'm getting great feedback from them that they are very happy. I think I'm going to do a survey in another week or two just to get some raw data to see where they're at. And but people seem really pleased with their choices.
We're going to dive deep into data, huh? Deep data dive.
Want to make sure that the kids are feeling good about going into this. They did career interest inventories.
Only if we scaffold from there to some point.
Yeah, we got to throw some edu-talk in their scaffolding. Over 98% got their first or second choice. Is that right? When we did the stats?
You did the stats?
Yeah, I did.
99%.
It was okay. I can't remember because I did a couple years back so that we had the data going.
So it was. I'm going to assume that having an extra week of 1 week exploratories helped because the numbers as you gathered them from me for the previous year, were 92%. So we've gone from 92% to 99.
Yeah, I think that's a combination. So those of you listening out there, the way it goes is the kids come in for 1 day to all the shops, and then they explore their top 5 favorite shops for 1 week. This is the first year we did that extra week, 5 weeks. 2 reasons. One, because it gives the kids another opportunity to see a shop that maybe they wouldn't have seen for a week. And the other reason is it broke schedule-wise right before the holiday break. So it made sense rather than jam the kids into shop that 1 week before we go on our holiday break. We wait 1 more week and get them another week of exposure. And I think it paid off. I mean,
It did, because it allowed those high interest shops for kids to be able to explore them for a week.
Yeah, I think it was a great experience overall. And the feedback for the most part was pretty positive.
yeah.
From the,
So we are, I don't know if it's official, but we're going to continue the 5-week schedule next year, Joe.
the only limiting factor would be the calendar.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's good. And again, the feedback from the freshmen that I'm getting, and when you see them at lunch, you see them in the halls, they seem to be pretty happy.
Very happy with their choice.
So that's great. I had tours yesterday. So if you guys, if anybody out there listening wants to check the school out, I'm available for tours after school.
How many did you have?
I had five students last week and yesterday with parents. I gave them basically from 2:00 to like 3:15. Showed them all the shops. Very impressed. Excited about the opportunities that the kids have. A lot of talk about all the shops, which is great. So that's always fun. And then for us, Carol and I will be doing some outreach to 8th grade at the middle school. Next week we're going, Carol.
We are on Thursday.
And
scheduled.
we will be gearing up for applications and then interviews.
They're coming in.
So
Next Thursday, who's going to co-host with me? Maybe
Oh, it would be in the afternoon. We would go
yeah,
during lunch.
we don't go
stops.
till the middle school
Yeah.
lunch, which starts at after 10.
We would not leave you high
No,
and dry.
Mr. Lincoln,
for sure.
please.
I'd find somebody.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're easily
Everybody's
replaceable.
No,
replaceable.
on the contrary, I'd find somebody, but it would be so much less of an
Cadre
experience.
Langoni. Poop, you're out. That's it. Get out of here.
Who would I get? To whom would I go, Mr. Daly?
So that's really great about the freshmen going on, and we'll talk. We got the restaurant is open today
And tomorrow.
And tomorrow. Mrs. Groom, do you want to talk menu quick while we
I
got
sure
it?
would.
All right. What do we got going on at
So
Tiger's
it was
Pie?
open yesterday as well, but for today they have their creamy chicken Florentine and French onion crock for soups. Grilled chicken Caesar salad is their salad of the day. Entrees are Dijon crusted pork medallions, sautéed tenderloin medallions finished with a Dijon cream sauce, served with rice pilaf and roasted vegetables, and the roasted vegetable and ricotta pizza. It's a personal-sized pizza with roasted zucchini, squash, mushrooms, asparagus, spinach, and onions.
I don't know, Mr. Daly. Pork tenderloin, that's got your name written all over
Well, I'll
it.
tell you what the pizza doesn't have.
I know.
Pork.
Pepperoni.
Sausage, hamburger. What's going on?
Mr.
Vegetables?
Groom has the pork coming home
It
tonight.
does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the sandwich of the day, which I had yesterday, is the patty melt. Grilled hamburger patty with caramelized onions, Dijonnaise, and cheddar cheese griddled with your choice of bread, served with fries and a pickle. Maybe you had some fries yesterday? Maybe. Okay.
No
and then
comment.
Friday, we have the buffet, the Tiger's Pride buffet, with lots of great dishes like beef stew and dumplings and sweet and sour chicken and assorted pastries and confections.
Yeah, so if you are open to the public, if you're listening right now and you want to come in, both days are awesome. I mean, the buffet, I think you're in and out of there for like around $12, right? All you can eat, something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know what the rate is, but it's a
I
good
don't
deal.
know. I just say put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on
Yeah.
the tab.
At the end of the month, you're like, whoa,
Yeah, I get, whoa.
what happened?
Right.
But it's fantastic food. We had a great turnout for the Christmas buffet.
Oh, the place was packed. for
I mean,
Christmas.
yesterday was a good crowd too. So
Yes.
I'm trying to get, Chef Rogers, we love to get a breakfast.
That'd
If
be
we
nice.
open, maybe we don't open for lunch on Wednesday and we do a 8 to 10:30 breakfast.
Yeah, the closest we've gotten is the brunch buffet.
Yeah.
Which I know is one of your
I
favorites.
love that one. Yeah. Nothing like a good Eggs Benedict, guys.
That's right.
Nothing like a good Eggs Benedict. So that's good. We got that going on. So and we're going to have, later on, we'll have Alejandro talk to us about Westfield Tech sports and girls and boys basketball and
I'm
everything
sure
else
he's
that's going on.
roaring ready to go.
And
It's
of course,
been a
those
little
Giants
hiatus.
are playing
Yes.
too.
Then,
Yeah,
right.
and I think Vince is coming on too. As
That's
Trippy
great.
does. So
Wonderful.
what we'll do right now is we'll go to a quick
Sure.
commercial break, and we'll bring on our next round of guests, and we'll talk about what's going on in the world of IT and cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity, cyber patriot.
prices and vices, I end up in crisis. All this time, I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favorite city. Pierced through the heart, but never killed. Did you hear my covert narcissism? Like disguise as altruism, like some kind of consciousness. All this time, I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. I have this dream, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I'm the problem, it's tea time. Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
And we're back after a big thumbs up through the window from Mr. Steve Forney. Thank you, Steve. Welcome back to Tiger Talk Live. All things Westfield Technical Academy. Mr. Daly, Mrs. Groom. To my left, which would appear to be the right, in the frame. Very confusing.
They call that stage right.
Yes,
Joe.
thank you. I know. I was a literature teacher for many years. So, to my immediate left is Mr. Kevin Grimsley, who's the department chair of our Information Technology Department. Mr. Grimsley.
How's it going?
Mr. Grimsley, we're going to play the mic game here. What we can do, we can kick Carol off.
No. Mrs. Groom is the very, very key member of the family here.
So before we get going, Joe, I want to just give a little introduction that this is our first episode where we have sort of taken Mr. Coles and pushed him to the side a little bit to give our kids a little opportunity. So we got Mr. Forney in the producer role right now. We also have Curtis Elmer and is it Braden Wilkie? Wilkie. Sorry, Braden. And then I think Sam Morris is back there too. So we got some kids running the show, which is the whole point of our little studio here. So I'm excited about that because
why we do what we do, right?
Yeah, we've been talking about doing that for months now. So that's the whole point of our radio and TV communications program. So it's nice that the kids are getting a chance to actually get behind the scenes and set things up. So pretty soon they'll be taking our spots here, and there will be no more Tiger Talk with Kev, Carol, and Joe. It'll just be some kids.
That'll be
always nice to have something to look forward to, right?
Yeah. So, Mr. Grimsley, why don't you tell us who we got here with us for kids? Because that's what we're talking about. That's why we're here. Who we got?
All right, so I got Brady, Emily, and Rayon. They are all sophomores.
Really?
And
welcome, guys.
They're great. They are superstars. They all competed in Cyber Patriot this year, our big cybersecurity competition. I think they all want to do networking. So, we're a 2-program shop, so they get to choose at the end of sophomore year this year which direction they want to go. And so these are my networking superstars.
Yeah, nice. Do us a little promo for the shop here. What is your shop? What are the two major things you do in each shop? And talk to us about your incoming crew that you just got, too.
All right, yeah. So we're information technology, and based on the frameworks set by the state, we can have 2 different programs, programming and web development, and then information support services and networking. Information support services and networking is your typical IT support, building networks out, fixing computers, fixing electronic devices, setting up security systems. And then the programming and web development's making software, making websites, maybe playing with some robotics, Internet of Things, making things work from your house to your phone, kind of thing like that.
Yeah. What do you feel? Have you noticed with the incoming freshmen or even with the sophomores where kids are leaning towards that now, or does it usually split?
I'd say freshman year, the majority of them want to do programming. They get excited about it. They get in. They see that it's really hard to program, and that's where the split starts to happen. You have some kids who decide that programming maybe isn't the right thing for them because you need a creative outlet when you want to make stuff. So the kids who tend to be more logical thinkers that want to kind of fix problems, they want to do the networking side, and then the students that want to make stuff or change something about the world, they lean towards the programming side of things.
Yeah, that's good. How many kids do we have in the program total? Do you know off the top of your head, roughly?
I'm gonna say we've got, I think, 11 seniors, 12 juniors, 15 sophomores. We got
in a huge freshman class.
20 freshmen.
20 freshmen.
Which is the biggest we've ever taken.
Ever.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any more.
It's
a full room.
Yeah. So we try to give everybody their first choice if they have it, and Mr. Grimsley was gracious enough to literally squeeze in a couple extra computers.
Build a double-decker desk so I could have. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Put a kid on top of each other like a garage.
Up there bunking in IT.
Yes.
So it's not a bad problem to have, right, Mr. Grimsley?
No, it's
to
the
get
best
that
problem
many
to
kids.
have. Absolutely.
Which means that you and Mr. Lockwood are doing a good job recruiting and showing the benefits of the shop, and obviously you guys speak to it. Brady, why don't you speak to the shop a little bit? When you came last year, right? You're all sophomores, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you came last year, what was now you're out of district, so what attracted you to the shop, and why did you want to come to IT?
Well, I've always been interested in computers and all types of technology. So when I found out about Westfield Tech and the program they had here, I said it's a great opportunity because not only am I learning my regular academics, but I get to learn about something that I've always been interested in and what I want to get a job in. And, from day one, exploratory, getting to know Mr. Grimsley and now Mr. Lockwood in shop, they're both great people to work with, and all my classmates in shop. It's great. I love it so much.
And you are more towards the programming or networking side?
The networking side.
Nice. You like
yeah.
that? Okay, cool. Nice. Any future? I know it's sort of hard to think about this, but what do you think down the road? What do you think you want to get into? Any idea yet?
Definitely something, obviously on the networking side. So maybe cybersecurity or network engineering, something like that. I might start out in like support and then kind of work my way up through the field so I can learn. And then, as I get more involved with it, then I'll have that experience from before to use in the future.
Awesome. Tell Mr. Grimsley, tell us. Brady mentioned cybersecurity. What's that all about?
Okay, so cybersecurity is the big thing right now. Everyone's trying to protect their data. Everyone's getting hacked in the news all the time, and there's a huge push in education to get cybersecurity all across the country. There is a competition that we enter every year called Cyber Patriot. We've been doing it for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. I think since you've been...
This is year 7. The first year was my first year here.
So 7. And the students basically are given a scenario or a couple scenarios, and they have to navigate through some operating systems that have been compromised and try to fix everything they can. They get scored based on all the fixes they make. They also get scored on a written test and a I guess you'd call it a practical exam on how to wire a network together. And every year we do pretty well. We have had a team make it to the semifinals every year, and this year is no different. Unfortunately, it's not the sophomores. The juniors are going to be competing in the semifinals next week. They were ranked in the top 12% of the country.
Nice.
For their tier.
Yeah. How do we determine, and I don't know if I had a brain fart and you said this, but how do we determine the tiers? Like,
well, so
what? Brain fart's not a professional term, I guess, huh? Okay.
The tiers are determined by there's
memory lapse, Mr. Daly.
Lapse, yeah.
There you go.
There's two rounds that they compete in where it determines what placement they get. The top 30% get placed in the platinum tier. Then the next 40% are in the gold tier, and then the final 30 are in the silver tier.
Nice.
So
do we know how many teams compete nationally?
Over 3,000 teams.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they all did really well. Some of them, I think, Rayon and Brady were on a team together, and they just missed the semifinals by like 2 teams.
Yeah, we were close.
They were very close. And out of our state, there's I think 30 plus teams that are competing at the same level that they're at, and they only got beaten out by like 2 teams out of that.
Nice.
So,
nice. Rayan, let's talk to you for a second. Is your mic on? Did you click it up? What do you? What was it like? What were you doing in cybersecurity? Like, what were some of the things that you had to work on? Was Brady was your teammate?
Yeah.
How many guys on each team?
You can have up to 6, and at any time 5 of those 6 can compete.
Okay, nice. So what was up with that? What was your experience like with cybersecurity?
Well, cybersecurity, we had like different scenarios. Most of them were like they were similar, but they would be harder in some cases. For the beginning, it would be like you would change passwords, you would kick out admins that weren't admins, and they were just normal users, or just like people that weren't supposed to be on the network and stuff.
Is there somebody in Land of Oz central area that's sending problems to you that you have to find?
Not live, but these are created by the Air Force Association. Mm-hmm. So this is a government supported event. So they're creating scenarios that they believe are important for our country's cybersecurity.
So the scenarios are computer generated.
Yes, they generate them ahead of time. They have a huge planning process. It takes a lot of work. I get the images before the competition window, and then I have to set everything up, and sometimes the students help set that stuff up.
So could be live situations that really happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Didn't we just have something with the airlines yesterday? Or
there was. Yes.
Yeah.
The
It was a glitch in the computers that shut everything down.
Yep.
And that would have been something that you guys would have snuffed out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're working towards as a career in doing that.
Awesome. Awesome. Emily.
Yes.
give you the mic for a little bit. You did Cyber Patriot as well?
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
It was interesting because it was our first time, so we didn't know what to expect. And so we were kind of like nervous, I don't know, in a way. But like we had a team, so we kind of had like other people, to work with, So it wasn't always like one person is trying to get like, all of the questions to answer, all the things to do. So we kind of like split it up between our team and kind of were able to work together,
Is this stressful?
Yeah.
I mean, is there time like you have, or the bomb's gonna blow up kind of thing?
So there's a 6. So
like MacGruber.
Gotta cut the right wire. They do a week. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The competition window for each round, and what you're given is you're given a login basically, and once you enter that login information, you have a 6-hour window from when you logged in to your time ending. So they typically compete for Friday the entire school day, and that's almost 6 hours. So from when they release the time, it's like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And so they have to do it in that time frame. They can't go home. They can't think about it.
Right.
The hardest part is that I had 5 teams this year competing at the same time, and we had to split them up. They're not allowed to talk to each other about anything
and
during
you can't
or
help,
after,
right?
and I can't help.
Okay.
Very, very high security.
Yeah.
It mimics the whole
So
atmosphere.
so it's been very stressful.
Yeah. Emily, while you got the mic, and we'll go back
Yeah.
to Rand for a sec. What do you? You're in the networking side as well. Any future? Have you thought about stuff like that, or what attracted you? I know you didn't want me to ask you.
It's okay. I can do it.
How about when you were a freshman? Did you have any other shop that you were looking towards, and then you decided IT?
Oh, well, I kind of originally came for business,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't know, it didn't really I didn't really like it.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I liked the teachers
Yeah.
in IT, so I just decided to come, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Like I don't regret it at all.
Good, nice. Mr. Grimsley won you over, huh?
Yeah, he
Did you
did.
initially want
Tough job.
programming, or did you?
I would do programming. I would do web development.
You like
yeah,
that?
I would make websites. I feel like I'm a very creative person,
Mm-hmm.
so I would be able to do that.
Nice, excellent. And let's pass the mic over back to Rand. What are you thinking? You got any future in?
Well, when I first came to the shop, I was all over cybersecurity doing it because I knew I wanted to do it. But then after getting into the programming and networking, I mostly got into networking more. I didn't really like how cybersecurity was. There were some situations that were fine with me, but networking was a bit more hands-on, so I liked it more.
Did you like the competition you did?
Yeah, that was fine. It was
Yeah.
actually pretty fun to have with my friends and my team.
Do you think that you'll lean more towards programming then as you get older, or something like that, or what do you think?
I'm not thinking about programming. Programming is just a bit harder. You make
Yeah.
one mistake, and it kind of tells you that you're wrong, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you still have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But where in networking, you have all these tools to test it and stuff.
Nice, awesome, Mr. Grimsley. Demand for these guys is it high? Is it what's going on outside in industry?
Since I've gotten here 10 years now, which is crazy. Cybersecurity has had a 0% unemployment rate all 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. It's still going. On the programming side, you can look at top jobs in the U.S. and they'll almost every list will say software developer is the happiest they say stress-free. I don't know where they get that from, but
Right.
happiest and most desirable job.
That's something to aspire to, isn't it? Stress-free.
There's such a job.
Yeah.
So if you're listening out there and you're in the IT industry,
Yeah.
we'll have some kids for you ready to go and ready to rock. What we didn't do, Mrs. Groom, then you'll have to take the mic back because we wanted, guys, you don't mind, the students, you don't mind if we get a little background on Mr. Grimsley, like how did he get here and brought him to be the #1 guy in IT and Mr. Popular winning Emily over to pick the shop? Like what's your background? How did you get here? A graduate of Westfield Tech?
I am a graduate.
Back when it was called
Westfield Vocational Technical High School.
The longest title in
Or
the world.
no, just the Voc.
Yeah, right. Still part of the Vogue.
Yeah.
Give us your background, Kev. What did you do? How did you get your path here?
So I graduated 2007, and from there I went to Springfield Technical Community College. I majored in computer science over there. Then I went to UMass Lowell and went into information technology. So I kind of got some programming, some networking. On top of the networking I did here, we didn't have programming when I was a student here. I went and worked at a company called Acumen Data Systems in West Springfield. They did time and attendance software. And from there, my former teacher, who recently retired 2 years ago, he called me up and said, hey, there's a job posting if you're interested. It's programming teacher, and I know that's something you like doing. And so I applied, and I won over the current superintendent. He was principal at the time. And I got stuck here. Now I'm here the rest of my life.
Stuck. Did you hear what he said right there? Stuck.
Life sentence.
Life sentence.
Life sentence.
I've never left Westfield. I've lived here my whole life.
He's at the point of no return, guys.
Nowhere to go.
Okay. Make sure you check on him in 20 years from now. See if he's alive. Mrs. Groom, what do you got?
All right. Well, this is called the Fast Five.
The Fast
Yeah.
Five. I'm not very fast, so we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
The best you can.
All right.
I'm the tortoise in the race.
All right. We'll go easy. What's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant doesn't exist anymore, so I really haven't found a replacement.
Well, what was that?
Zen in Northampton. It
Oh.
was a fusion sushi restaurant.
Nice. You don't like K's not doing it
K's
for you?
it's good,
Yeah.
but it just isn't. It isn't the Zen that I
gotcha.
once
Mm-hmm.
experienced.
Nice.
What was your favorite dish?
It was actually they had a General Tso's that was
Oh, love
to
that.
die for
Yeah.
there.
What's your favorite vacation destination?
I'm stuck going to Legoland every 2 months. So
I do see those pictures, but it looks like you're having a great time. Favorite movie?
My favorite movie, probably The Blues Brothers.
Oh, I was surprised by that. I want
A
to say.
personal favorite of mine.
And you won Mega Millions. What would you do with your winnings?
Oh, I'd probably just put in savings and keep teaching.
Oh, all right. So my next one was because you said you were stuck here. What's your dream job? Maybe teaching.
Probably just teaching and not being stressed about teaching. So having the $1 million would
Right.
be great.
Yeah.
That would definitely help it.
Absolutely. Thanks for being a good sport.
No problem.
So, guys, thanks for coming on. You guys did a great job. It wasn't that bad, right?
No.
It's a
Can I
minimal.
just do a little fun fact real quick?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. It's just Brady. You know, when I needed some support with some security cameras at home, and I consulted with Brady, and he helped me out. Hooked me up with a good system. I'm happy with it. Thank you very much.
And now he
Personal cybersecurity consultant.
And now Brady can see everything Mrs. Groom does.
There you
at
go.
a time. Nice job, Brady.
Made recommendations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a recommendation. I don't have access.
LePage Associates, LLC.
Well, good work, Brady. We'll get his name out there. If you're looking for some security cams, let's reach out to Brady. He can
There
help
you go.
out.
I'm available.
Yeah, Mr. Grimsley, thanks for coming on, and thanks for what you do down in that shop, and good luck with the
Thanks.
crew. We got a good. IT is one of our best shops for sure. Everything that the kids are doing down there continues to impress, and a lot of good feedback out there with the IT department for sure.
I will throw in really quick, too.
Yeah.
We are now currently working with 4 senior center area communities, and that's something that we do as a volunteer project. We help senior centers and the community seniors living areas, and we just do IT support, and we've recently just added a 4th one. So I just want to throw that in there, that these kids aren't just trying to get jobs, they're also giving back.
I love it. And what is something like this, a senior center, not to be condescending, but is this how you turn the computer on?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right. This is how you get online.
Yeah, we actually just helped some senior center. There's a board of trustees that are working together to share documents. We just showed them how to share Google Drive documents and stuff like that. So.
Which I struggle with still, so that's just...
I know that.
It's good. Okay, we're going to go to break on that one. You're listening to Tiger Talk live, 8:35.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. She's going off about something that you said. 'Cause she doesn't get your humor like I do. I'm in the room, it's a typical Tuesday night. I'm listening to the kind of music she doesn't like. And she'll never know your story like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, screaming about the day when you wake up and find that on a park bench thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? And you've got a smile that could light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while since she brought you down. You say you're fine, I know you better than that. Hey, what you doing with a girl like that? She wears high heels, I wear sneakers. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? Standing by you, waiting at your back door all this time. How could you not know, baby? You belong with me. You belong with me. Remember you driving to my house in the middle of the night. I'm the one who makes you laugh when you know you're about to cry. I know your favorite songs and you tell me about your dreams. Think I know where you belong. Think I know it's with me. Can't you see that I'm the one who understands you? Been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? Standing by you, waiting at your back door all this time. How could you not know, baby? You belong with me. You belong with me. You belong with me. Have you ever thought just maybe you belong with me? You belong with me.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
One of our underwriters here at WSKB's Community Radio is Carson Center for Health and Human Services, a nonprofit organization located at 20 Broad Street in Westfield. They provided behavioral health and rehabilitation services in communities throughout Western Massachusetts since 1963. There are services for children, adolescents, adults, families, and couples. You can find them on the web at carsoncenter.org or at 413-572-4132.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at Rockies.com.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And we're back. Tiger Talk Live. I'm Carol Groom with Mr. Langoni, Mr. Daly, Vince, and Al. All right. That's enough looking at me. And I just want to make mention, while I'm speaking here and being stared at, that the music today was brought to you by Mr. Grimsley, Taylor Swift, anti-hero. Wait a minute. In honor of his wife, Mrs. Grimsley, in the graphics department. And the second song was chosen by yours truly, Mr. Daly.
Yeah, in honor
of, because he likes it.
Because I like Mrs. Grimsley,
time.
and I know she wanted.
Oh, that was.
This is it. Listen, guys, T Swift, Al, T Swift, you're okay with her, huh? Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Vince. flick that
Personally,
mic
not a
a little
fan,
more.
but
Yeah.
I don't begrudge
Okay,
anybody.
guys.
So, there we
okay,
go.
Mrs. Groom, enough. You know what? You're on thin ice today. That's it.
Lucky me.
Yeah. So we just had great guests on today. IT,
Wonderful.
Mr. Grimsley, the head of the IT department, 3 students, Emily, Brady, and Rayon was on, and they were great. And they talked about cybersecurity and all the great things. And I didn't know they're volunteering their time over at senior centers to help out. That's a
4 of
great
them.
thing. Yeah. So that's one thing that I think we could do more is accent, because I think a lot of shops do things outside. I know you put them on Facebook, Joe.
They've been doing, IT's been doing that for the last couple of years.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to get the word out and
Yeah.
things that are going on. So, great guests, great thing going on IT. So I'm glad that we had them on, and we've been trying to get them on too. So, we got just co-op we're still rolling with co-op. We got 50-something kids on there still, but I feel like we're in a little bit of a holding pattern a little bit. It's the season. I don't know that construction is not going hard right now because of the weather.
Right.
Landscaping is down right now. So hopefully once the spring breaks, we'll start pumping those numbers out again. And now juniors are available for co-op, so
Right.
that should increase the numbers too. And we'll get our buddy Alejandro and Vince out there too with some jobs. So what else is going on that we got?
Well, I got a Lukrensky report.
How's our attendance looking, Joe?
So this is for last week, which would have been the first week that the freshmen were in their permanent shop placements. And the freshmen blew the doors off of things. They had 96% attendance.
That's excellent.
The sophomores and the juniors struggled a little bit, although in their defense, we're still dealing with a lot of flu, COVID, you name it, monkeypox. It's the epidemic of the day. Take your pick. But the sophomores were at about 91.5%. Juniors were at about 93%, and the seniors were just a hair under 94%.
Yeah.
So all in all, our attendance continues, even in the midst of sickness, to be strong.
Yeah, and I think, Joe, that we consistently lead the district in our attendance, and I think the shops,
No question.
I think the shops help
No
with that.
question.
And I know we're above the state average with our attendance. Even when we're down, we're still better. And it's the sickness. We're telling kids now, don't come to school
That's
sick.
it.
Right.
My son, of course, just got a text, sore throat when he swallows.
Oh, boy.
So here we go, right?
Yeah.
God.
Just common sense. If you're
Yeah.
not feeling well, stay home. We want to protect everybody else.
So the days of suck it up, Buttercup, and get to school are
long behind us.
Yeah, they're gone. So that's good. Our attendance is doing well, so everything else is doing great, and we're, we've got a long weekend coming up, so we're looking forward to resting up and doing that.
Yeah.
We got our boys with here today, everybody. They're no strangers to the show. Vince is becoming a regular on the show. Here we got Vince Escarpita, all right, and Alejandro Rogers, a little sports corner. What's up, boys?
What's up?
How you
Nothing
doing?
much.
Yeah. How's everything going? How was your break?
That was good.
Yes?
I enjoyed it.
It was much needed for sure.
Much needed. And did you do anything great over the break?
I had like one day to sleep in because of basketball,
Okay.
so I don't know. It's
Okay. Vince, how about you? Anything
Just
good?
catching up on sleep,
Nice,
really.
okay.
Relaxing.
Looks like you guys are all
So I
caught
got
up.
1 day of sleep. You got like a whole 8-9 days of sleep.
That's the way it looks.
Really?
Stinks to be you, Al, I guess.
for sure.
Great to be Vince.
A ratio of 8 to 1.
Yeah. So before I'll let you guys go, but I want to talk about our Westville Tech Sports, unless you guys have details on what's going on with Westville Tech Sports. How about the girls? You guys know what's going on with them?
4-1.
Oh, you do know. The girls basketball team, 4-1, rolling, right?
Rolling isn't the.
Yep.
Considering recent history, the last few years, phenomenal.
Yep, they just won a nice one, close one against Smith Volk, right, Al?
I was there.
You were there, and they held on, right? Close game.
They won by 5.
They won by 5. All right, so I don't know who they're playing next.
I think it's Commerce next Thursday.
They have no games the rest of the week. Okay, so that's good. And tell us about the boys basketball team. What's going on with the boys team?
5-3.
5-3, recent champs of the Box Out Cancer Challenge, where all the proceeds went to Mr. Olari and the Olari Scholarship Fund. which was fantastic. You guys did a great job with that. Who did you beat in that final game to win it?
Hamden Charter.
Hamden Charter. Are we getting a little run in there or what?
Man, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, back-to-back years winning the tournament.
Back-to-back years.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Raising money for it too is really.
And when's our next game, Al?
Tonight.
Tonight against.
Away against the undefeated John G. Duggan, 8-0.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow. And we got a little injury report. What's going on? We lost Westcott.
Mike Westcott, buddy. Wrong time to get hurt.
Yeah.
Wrong time.
So
Is there a right time to get hurt?
No, and this is the worst time. Everyone we're playing now is going to be tough
Yeah.
for the rest of the year. So.
Yeah. Well, Mikey Westcott, a senior, gotta go 6'5" all day, right?
Yeah, 6'5".
Maybe taller.
Oh, yeah.
Around there.
Unfortunately,
I gotta crane my neck to look up at him.
yeah, he took a pop a couple weeks ago in the face and got stitches. Remember that one, Al?
And then
it
just kept on getting worse. Landed on his wrist.
Landed on his wrist, and it sounds like it's broken.
Yep, it's fractured wrist.
Fractured. So, our thoughts go out to Mikey Westcott. That's a bummer. Hopefully he recovers and hopefully it's not a 3-month recovery and maybe you get him back towards the end of the season. But the boys are
complication for him too because he's in electrical wiring.
He needs his hands.
Yeah.
Yep. But boys are rolling, so we'll keep our eyes out. And if you guys ever want to watch any of the girls or the boys, those games are up.
Western Community Program.
Yep, live up on WSKB Radio. I think you can find that on YouTube.
You can watch it anytime, anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere. All right, so good luck to those guys. Vince, what's going on? And when do we want to talk? You want to talk a little NBA for us? I know you got your NBA.
Yeah, I'm NBA news. But,
yeah, what's going on with
Celtics, 4-game win streak, not too bad.
Yeah.
Brown and Tatum dropped 72.
Total 72.
Yeah.
Who'd they beat?
They beat the Pelicans.
Was it the Pelicans?
It was the Pelicans.
Nice. So they're rolling still, huh?
Yeah.
Still in first place, but there's a couple teams just sniffing at
I
the
think
heels.
I think Celtics
You think they're gonna take care
they're
of
the
it?
deal right now.
Yeah.
But KD out. That's big for Brooklyn.
MCL sprain.
Kevin Durant for the Brooklyn Nets out.
Yep.
Carol?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's too bad.
Puts a lot of pressure on what guard to take over a little bit.
Yeah.
Who?
Vince?
I mean, Kyrie's gonna have to step up. He's
Kyrie.
been trying to step up the whole year, but
yeah.
he's not.
Yeah.
Kyrie and does everybody just not like the Nets? Is that basically what happened?
I think it's just
Al.
I don't really think people care that much about it besides
Really?
Net fans.
Okay. Well, you're a New York guy. I didn't know if
He
you kept.
yawns himself.
I didn't know if you kept your
He
finger
really
on the
doesn't
Nets
care.
a little bit.
I could really care less.
Okay. All right, Vince. So what else is going on?
Bruins a 4-game win streak as well.
Whoa.
So
I think the Bruins have only lost. Now you should.
I don't.
No. Okay. I
Maybe
think the
3.
Bruins have only lost 4 games total.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
around
Mr.
there.
Groom is a avid
He's
fan.
watching.
Yeah.
yeah, they're still king of the hill, the
Yeah.
whole league. There are 78 goals. They need 138 to beat a record.
They're gonna beat it, huh?
Yeah, so we're a little bit under halfway through
Yeah.
the season. So
Wow.
that would be great for them.
Yeah. With a new coach, I guess that was a good move to bring a new coach in, huh?
I'm happy for DeMar Hamlin. I'm going to say jump to the NFL. DeMar Hamlin back home with his family.
That's
After
awesome.
the tragedy cardiac arrest he had a week or 2 ago,
Yeah.
people thinking he wasn't even going to make it. And now he's here, back home in Buffalo.
All right.
Scott Blue.
I know. It's hearts and prayers, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there in Buffalo, and it's good news that he's coming back. And I guess we're going right to NFL, huh, Vince?
Where we're going.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. I don't want to talk about let's talk about the big game, Al, which is it's got to be Seahawks versus Chargers. I mean, because that's the only game that anybody cares about.
Seahawks Chargers?
Yeah, that's good. Isn't that a game?
Seahawks.
I mean Seahawks.
Niners.
Niners. Yeah. What do you think about that?
What? I was talking to Vince about this a lot this week. I said you're gonna need to pull off a miracle to beat the 10-win team, San Francisco 49ers at the end, 10 in a row to end the year. You're gonna need a miracle to pull that.
Yeah, but isn't this crazy though? I mean, that the San Francisco 49ers are on their third quarterback,
third string quarterback, and Brock Purdy's came in there and done his job.
Yeah, it's amazing. What do you think about that, Carol? What's your thought
It's
about that
amazing.
game?
Well, I'm going San Fran all the way.
Well, I didn't ask your pick. I just.
But
thought your
that's
input.
why. Hey, if I'm going with them, I think they're
amazing.
coming a long way. Yeah. Amazing.
So I'll get back to our picks here. So we did picks all throughout the year, Joe. You know that, and
Sure did.
I think I did tally them all up, but we're done with picks for the year for the season. We're all within 2 games of each other, so we're still going to keep it going for the playoffs. If you guys don't mind, if Vince is involved with that.
No, go for it.
Yeah. Are you okay, Al? What's going on? You tired?
No, I'm exhausted.
Oh man.
One day of sleep, Mr. Daly, over vacation.
Well, during break, I mean, I don't know. My sleep schedule's been a little off.
Very aggressive sports schedule and work schedule. Al is covering a lot of bases.
As you guys know, also besides the football, pause for the football. We also, for our tech schools, I forgot to mention this. We also have wrestling, skiing, swimming, ice hockey. Did I miss one?
I don't think so.
I don't think one.
I think
things
you got
either, but-
everybody.
But next week we'll have to get some stats on what's going on with that too, so that we're up to speed on everything there. So we got some football games coming up this week. We already talked about the Niners. We'll talk about any other interesting games out there, Vince, that are interesting. They're all boring.
I don't know. Actually,
I mean,
I
don't
think
know.
if the Ravens get back Lamar Jackson, I think that game will be a lot.
Okay. What about this Monday night game? This seems like
A toss-up between Brady and Dak.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, people are just. I don't know if. I mean, I'm not tired of seeing him in the playoffs. I mean, I guess people that are not like Tom Brady haters are tired of seeing him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, technically they didn't even deserve to make the playoffs this year. They were like 8 and 9. The only reason why they made it is because they won the whole division. Because
the division was weak. Sure.
kind of awful.
And then we got one more. I mean, we got a bunch of games we'll pick in a second, but there's a snooze fest, Mr. Langoni. I don't even know if I'll be awake for this one. Giants versus the Vikings.
Oh.
I mean,
Snooze fest.
it might.
That's
are they
probably
even-
the most exciting
Are
game,
they gonna?
man.
Are they gonna put it on TV? Do they? Will we even watch this? Because I mean,
Of course, it's national televised.
are you guys familiar with watching paint dry? That's what I. Well, Al, what talk to us
Al,
about
why
the
is he
Giants?
doing you like this?
I don't know. I don't know why he's talking to me.
All right, talk to us. I've been waiting. I want you to give us a full rundown of the Giants Vikings. What do you think is going to happen there? What do we look for if we're watching? We're not avid Giant fans, obviously.
No.
I'm more a Patriots guy, and maybe I hop on the Bucks this week. But tell us what we're looking for. What do you expect, both you guys? What do you expect from, particularly the Vikings Giants games, but maybe some of the other games too?
Well, I mean, for the Giants, I don't think anyone expected them to be in the playoffs, especially this year. I mean, getting a new coach, new GM, new everything, changing the entire complexion of our team into a punching bag to a team that's in the playoffs. I think that Brian Daboll has done his part. I think that Joe Shame has done his part. And I think that this is going to be a start of something that is going to be exciting. I mean, I didn't expect the Giants to finish off 9-7-1. I thought they were going to be like a 7-8 win team, nothing major, nothing special. But because how bad the NFC is, they made it in at the 6th seed.
Yeah.
So.
And they started off too well, did they?
Yeah, start off they were like 5-1, then they fell apart, and then we all thought that might be another second half collapse like they've done with Super Bowls in the past, and then they finished off 9-7-1.
Any injuries up there with the Giants? Daniel Jones ready to go, 100%.
Jones, Barkley, all ready to go. Galladay ready to go. Galladay got his first touchdown catch last week, which is a miracle.
Yeah.
One-handed catch somehow snagged it in the end zone with like a minute left in the game.
Did you
Garbage
see-
time touchdown.
Did you see that one?
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay.
Missed it.
I think we're trying to get Adoree Jackson back. We're gonna need someone to guard Justin Jefferson for sure. That's like their biggest threat.
Isn't he the biggest threat in all of NFL?
Yeah,
I would say.
I can't disagree with you on that at all. I just think that if we don't guard him, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Vince, talk to me about the Vikings a little bit. What do we got to look
I
for?
think their offense is going to have to just trample all over the Giants. I think that's their only shot. But overall, their defense looks all right. But, I mean, if Barkley can run it, is Barkley in?
Yeah.
If Barkley can run it, then I think the Giants might have a up.
Final thought on this game, and you guys can give your input to Kirk Cousins, player or poser?
Poser.
Poser.
What do you guys think? I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, he
name
gets.
sounds
he's not bad, but he's not anything special.
Why does everybody go after Kirk Cousins? Everywhere he goes, he does what?
It's all right. He does good.
He does good. I mean, I'm not saying he's not anything special, but like he's not bad. And yes, when there's situations,
He's a solid C, but he's not an A+.
when he comes up clutch, sure. But like,
Well, 13-4 doesn't sound too bad, does it?
no, I mean, but technically they're not. The Vikings aren't even anything special. I think the Giants are going to surprise them this week.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna get on the Cousins wagon. What else? Why not? Right? I think they're gonna go. But so let's get to the picks here.
All right, Mr. Daly, you do you.
Yep. We'll start with Vince. We got Seattle playing San Francisco. It's 4:30 on Fox. If you're looking, I think it's at San Francisco. Vince, who you got?
I gotta go with San Fran.
Okay. Al.
I'm going with the Niners.
Al's gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Niners as well. Mrs. Groom.
Yes.
Clean sweep.
Yes.
And Mr. Langoni. Okay. Game 2 on Saturday night on NBC. We got the Los Angeles Chargers and the up-and-coming Jacksonville Jaguars. Came out of nowhere.
Herbert versus Lawrence.
Yes, Trevor Lawrence. Here we go. Vince?
I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
You're going to go with Jacksonville. At Jacksonville. I got it. Al?
I was thinking a lot hard about this, and I was doing game picks with my dad this week, and he said Jacksonville, but I'm still going with Herbert.
You're going to go with Herbert. I like that, Al.
Your father's on the other side of that window cringing right
All right,
now.
I'm actually going to go with the home team in Jacksonville. Carol?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
He's got a break.
And Carol. Okay. Sunday, finally, we got Miami in Buffalo. This could be disgusting. Is there anybody going to go with Miami?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be the Georgia game all over.
Georgia game all over again against TCU,
it could be
65-7.
Oh God, we can't talk about that. This is a big one. 4:30, Fox. Everybody's gonna be watching in the country. The New York Giants football versus the Minnesota Vikings. Vince.
Vikings.
Yeah. Al.
Let me get this straight. All you guys are gonna pick Minnesota.
I don't know.
I am.
Langoni, you gotta back me up, man.
I got you, Al. Giants for me all the way.
All right, Mr. Langoni, got Giants. Okay.
I can't hang you out to dry like that.
Last game on Sunday night, we got the Baltimore Ravens, maybe with Lamar Jackson back versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. Vince.
I'm taking Cincy. So, Lamar's not been practicing.
Lamar hasn't been practicing. Lamar missed his 16th straight practice. So, I'm saying I'm going Cincy. I mean, he's
Mr. Langoni?
Bengals.
Okay. Monday night, the game of intrigue, right? ESPN, the Dallas Cowboys versus your Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Tampa Bay Bucks, by the way. Vince?
I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa, but Dallas has to win, so I'm going to go Dallas.
Vince, you gotta be kidding me. You seriously just took Dallas?
Oh, we're on the verge of a Donnybrook here in the studio.
I cannot stand Dallas. Tampa, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Groom?
Dallas.
Okay. And Joe?
Dallas, I guess.
Okay.
Although I say that reluctantly.
Me and Al,
You know what? No, flip me.
Okay, Joe. You're going to go Tampa.
I'm going to go Tampa.
Listen, guys, great show. Great to have everybody back. We'll be back strong next Thursday, right? Tiger Talk, thanks for joining us. Next is Superintendent Spotlight.